Oh, okay.
Thumpers in tuning out. 702, keeping it real. Let us show you how. Motivation, conversation, black inspiration. Thumpers in keeping it true. It's Vegas first TNZ. All just for you. Stay true. There's always something new. Zinja and Thump. Watch how we move. Vegas finest. We hold the throne. Thump and Zinja. We set the tone. Welcome to the show. We in our zone. Welcome to the show. We in our zone.
Welcome to the show because we in the zone.
Okay.
I always sing that. I always
You
do.
do.
I do. Welcome.
And it's such a treat
I would love to be on the screen.
every time. I think it's
I want to see
happening.
myself. I'm just that handsome. I want to see myself.
You are handsome.
But I want to see myself.
I know. I'd
Okay,
like to see
do
us
I-
too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, they'll just look at our nice, pretty.
The logo
in the
is
background.
gorgeous
It
though,
is.
right?
There we are.
Look
There
at the logo.
See how beautiful
And
I
that's
am? Let me
us.
take my hat off so you can see this.
You're lovely.
Welcome to another episode. TNZ 702 Live, man. I am excited to be here. Listen, I am excited yet once again as the heat is scorching here in Las Vegas.
It's a bit warm.
It is. And
I know it's summertime, but
one thing that I've learned that we are so spoiled in Vegas.
okay.
And I think we're spoiled worldwide because when it's cold, we go, oh my God, it's so cold. I can't wait for it to heat up. And then when it heats up, like, oh my God, it's hot. I can't wait for it to cool off.
See, and it's crazy. I'm from Vegas, but I like the cold. I don't mind layering. I like the boots. I like winter and fall clothes. Summer is just hot.
See, summer is not a big person's best friend.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna speak on me.
Okay.
Because I like to wear, shorts and nice little tank tops. Can't wear a tank top when you're that big.
No.
You gotta go to the gym.
Okay.
You gotta go to the gym. You can't.
All right.
Yeah.
Can't
yeah.
just.
It's
I've seen people
okay.
in tank tops.
They do.
So I don't know if there's a memo that you spread or share with people, but they did not get it.
But guess what time it is?
What time is
It's
it?
time for its inspirational moment.
Oh, we need
Do you
it.
need your music?
Of course I
Do
do.
you need your
How are we
music?
going to do this
I
without the
will give it
music?
to you.
We
Let's go.
set. All right, guys. It's time for your inspirational moment. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Um, this week's inspirational moment has to do with your work. And the reason I came up with this is I'm rereading a book that I've read several times. It's called Four Agreements. The first agreement is to be impeccable with your word. What you speak out of your mouth is creation. In the beginning, it says in the Bible, it was the word. With God, which means when you speak it out of your mouth, you're creating. Now, here's the catch sentence. What you speak out of your mouth, you hear and implant in your spirit first, whether you're conscious of that or not. So, what I have been doing is catching myself. Me and my girlfriend took a quick trip to LA. Remember the show I missed is because we got stuck. But there was a lot of talk about our president. A lot going on with that. And I suggested to her, I was like, can we not speak his name? Can we not give any energy? Because what you speak out of your mouth is creation. So it's not that I'm not aware of what's happening, but I won't personally use my intentional speech to create anything there because most of what was coming out about that situation was negative. And the person that was getting the negative energy was me because I was speaking it out and creating it. So for this inspirational moment, I'm become more conscious because I feel like a lot of people are speaking negative words around me, but I do understand that where intention goes, energy flows. So if you keep speaking about something, there's energy. Whether you intend to or not, you are sending energy to that place. So, for this week's inspirational moment, I just want you to think about the word. The words you speak has a lot to do with the people we're going to be talking to later, who are profound and prolific speakers, because one person, part of a dynamic duo, spoke their business into fruition. What you speak about comes about. The second person, what he's spoken into songs and music has been creation. So I just want us all to be aware of how we use our word, because the word is powerful. So let's do it in intention. Let's be conscious of the words we speak out of our mouths, because you are creating your life with what you speak. That's your inspiration.
That is your inspirational moment.
It is.
Snap your fingers to that. Snap, snap. Snapper, snapper. That. And we, you know what? I gotta do this.
Yes.
I need my music now. To get off the bench. DJ.
Let's go. What's going on in the sports world?
You really want to know?
I do.
Well, shout out to the WNBA.
Let's go.
Man, I've been supporting things.
Yes.
Big shouts out to the WNBA. They are adding not one, you would say it with me,
three new teams.
More teams for a record 18 franchise teams. Cleveland will be joined in 2028.
Nice.
Detroit will join in 2025. In Philadelphia, they're going to tip off in 2030. Long time it is coming. Keep your eyes open. The WNBA has 15 currently existing squads, including the Golden State
Warriors, which this was their inaugural season.
And of course, two more expansion teams previously added. Next to Toronto, Canada, and Portland, Oregon. Now.
Love it.
And there's 30 teams in the NBA, so we're already over half.
Which is so great.
In other news, former Raider wide receiver Henry Ruggs. On special release last Tuesday night, the guy spoke at Hope Prisoners. It was a Hope Prisoners event in Las Vegas, and he apologized to the family of the woman
that was such
in the car crash nearly 4 years ago.
A tragic story.
Yeah, he drove the speeds up to 156 miles per hour in the city on November 2nd, slamming his big and killed the young lady, Tina Tinter, and her dog, Max. And he was asked, what would you say to the family if you were able to speak to him? And this is very interesting. He says, one, I wish I could turn back the time. He said in a video taken by the Las Vegas Review Journal, shout out to them, I would love for them to meet the real Henry Ruggs and not the one that was keeping them stuck. I sincerely apologize for not only being a part of that situation, but the fact my face is always in the news, it's always in the newspaper, so they have to constantly be reminded of the situation.
To relive the tragedy.
How about flipping the news here?
Yes.
Would you say energy? Speaking to energy.
Yes.
How about my guy Shaq is back in the community? Shaquille O'Neal broke ground for Hughes Sports Complex in the Northeast Valley Friday near the corner of Lamb and Lake Mead.
Awesome.
Youth Complex. Check it out. Have a football field by the Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay, makes sense.
MMA gym by UFC.
Nice.
Support services from the Boys and Girls Club of Nevada and so much more. So,
he is using that big old name and his business acumen for good once again. Congratulations, Shaq. Congratulations to the Las Vegas community and the young people who get to benefit from that as well. That's
awesome. You know, we got a guest coming on.
We do.
I'm so proud, and I cannot wait to talk to this family. I've been watching the moves and started with one business, another business, and then another business.
Hey.
Businesses on businesses.
Businesses.
A young black couple, and they're doing their things good for the community. They don't deserve that. No, they don't deserve our music. I'll give them their own.
That part.
But right now, please help me welcome one half of Team Washington, Miss Kiera of House of Smoke Barbecue, Las Vegas. What's up, girl?
Hello, how are you guys?
Man, we are wonderful on purpose, Queen. Talk to me.
Amazing.
Good to know.
Well, welcome in. So, go ahead.
I was going to say, so tell us a little bit about yourself. I know I just gave you an introduction, but you got to tell us about the Smoke Barbecue because, first of all, graphic designing, ice cream truck.
Okay.
the kids have
The
their
list
own.
goes on.
Yeah, the kids. Their
Okay,
kids have their
that's
own ice cream
awesome.
truck. Yeah. Go ahead. You tell your business.
Okay. So my name is Kiera Washington. I am one of the Washingtons out of the Wash family. My husband's name is Jonathan Washington. We own multi businesses. My kids own a business. We'll start with House of Smoke Barbecue. That is the business as of right now that we like mainly put a lot into right now to get it off the ground. I'm also an event planner. I have my own event planning company. I do graphic designing as well, and that goes hand in hand with the event planning company. My kids has a business, and it's called the Wash Kids Ice Cream Truck. So they have an ice cream truck that they make me be their momager, of course. So it's like being a manager of my own businesses and then also their business as well, including running the household.
Right.
um,
So
Go ahead.
the real question would be, Miss Washington, when do you sleep?
oh, you know what's so crazy? I think even without the businesses, I sleep probably like, it seemed like 4 hours a day. I
Ah,
go to bed like at maybe like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and wake up probably by 5. I don't know. And
so
it's just like that. And it's hard to try to get more sleep.
yeah, it takes work.
A lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
And vision.
And
A
as you
lot.
see, I'm sure the other half has to be working.
Right.
You know, they're always switching shifts. One go, one go. So how do you separate all that and still be a productive family?
You know what? I think the main thing is that we include everyone in everything that we do. So even with the food, now we have a now 15-year-old. He's able to go on a truck on a food trailer with Jonathan sometime, and he learns, communication skills. He learns customer service skills. He learns how to work money, which he's great at math. And he touches everything on the truck, so it's not just like he's confined here. He does the
Right.
line, he does the cash register and everything. For the little kids, is more so like, oh, help us load the trailer up. With their business, of course, we're hands on with their business because they're kids and they're still learning a lot. So we're definitely all into their business. But outside of business, it's more so of like still getting out. We in the community a lot together. We go to, all the water parks out here. We go to the park. Um, any sports that they're in, we shut down. We got to go to sports. So we still try to find ways. Sometimes it's very hard. We literally have to be in two places at one time. I have overbooked us before. It's
Mhm.
so hard sometimes.
So here's the question. So if somebody's watching and they're like, all right, me and my guy, I mean, we like to do some of the same things, but you have incorporated. So were you guys single entrepreneurs before you came together? How did the Washingtons come together and say,
Ooh.
we're going to build as many businesses as possible? And then we're going to have some kids who we put up on entrepreneurship as
And they
well.
probably don't
What's
even
the
own enough to
origin
drive.
story with how you guys met and came together?
So, backstory behind me and Jonathan, we were both when we were right now we're in our 30s, but when we were like between 17 and 18, we were more around people that were in their 20s, like 26. So we were
Okay.
like kind of around the party and a lot of rappers. We're
Yeah.
we're very connected with rappers. So we're going to the clubs and we're going here, getting in at the ages we were not supposed to be getting in. And at that point
Okay.
in time, it became like, we seen each other so much, we came closer and closer, but we were just friends at the time. Literally, I moved out here to Las Vegas. We was from California. Moved out here to Las Vegas. Then he moved out here moved out here to Las Vegas. And one day we seen each other in traffic,
Ah,
and it just hit back off from there. It was crazy.
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was crazy. And as far as the businesses, even at a young age, my mom had, I would call them hustles because she worked
Okay.
jobs, but then she also had a side hustle. So I was involved in her side hustles, and I think that, put it in my mentality to always have something to where it's yours. And so I think I don't know if
Totally.
Jonathan really had that himself, but it tangled together so good. So
That's amazing.
How can folks find you, a House of Barbecue, and what's the specialties, real quick? I know your time is limited. Plus, I got my guy. I see him in the dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
I see him in the dressing room. But how can folks reach you? And before that, what are the specialties? What is like your go-to
Ooh,
barbecue or barbecue
okay. So
menu
our
item?
specialties is the mac and cheese and brisket. So it's mac and cheese, topped with brisket and barbecue sauce. It is a house barbecue sauce. Outside of that, it will be like the rib tips, and ribs are very popular. But then the mac and cheese itself, I have to make literally probably like over 6 pans a day, 6 full pans, because the mac and cheese we
Here's
get
the
in.
problem, though. Here's the problem. I'm gonna need you to make a pan and bring it, or I'll come and get it, whatever the deal is. But I need to taste this and taste it on the air. So
We should. That you should throw in some of that brisket.
She gets her own pan. I don't want to share.
Okay, so you got to share the pan.
All right.
We just talked about eating better. You got to share the pan.
I'm gonna eat better. I'm gonna eat a whole damn
Here
pan.
we go.
That's eating better.
Here we go.
That's eating the whole.
You gonna share the pan?
That's what's up. How can
I would definitely get you guys some mac and cheese so you guys can try it out.
Yay!
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm excited.
How can they find you? What's the hookup? What's your social media? What can we look for?
So on all platforms, it's going to be at HOSBBQLV. And if you can't find us that way, just in case, you can put House of Smoke BBQLV.
Okay. That's what's up. Kiera, I appreciate you, girl. Listen, man, I'm waiting on my pan. For real. Stop playing.
I got you.
And tell Mr. Washington we say, hey, we appreciate what you do.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, one half of House of Barbecue and
Power
couple. A power couple.
Let's go.
Miss Kiera, I appreciate you, Queen. Have a good day, all right?
Thank you.
You guys too.
All
That's
right.
what's up. That's what's up. Oh, man, that's what's happening. We got to get some of that barbecue, man.
Yes.
We definitely got to get some of that barbecue. Stop playing with me. Listen, it's summertime, man. Come on. So this right here, first of all, you know how you meet people, not even celebrities, but people.
Yes, because celebrities are people too.
Well, I'm just saying, I can't stand you when I'm sitting down. But I'm saying not just celebrities, but people in general, right?
Yes.
It's hard to meet genuine people, period, let alone celebrities. I've met a lot of celebrities, and you know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
You'd be like, okay.
But when it comes to legendary celebrities,
yes.
I met this cat a while ago. Matter of fact, I believe I met him at a DMX concert.
Okay.
It was DMX. It was Big Daddy Kane.
So legends just hang around legends.
It was legends. Naughty by Nature.
Yes.
And we was backstage just chilling, and we just like connected at the hip like ever since. Like
okay.
The guy gave me his phone number.
Oh.
And when I tell you I can call him,
he didn't tell you, be like, these are my people.
Yeah, get my people.
Actually gave you direct access.
I see direct access, and when I called, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, what up? You know what I mean? What up? And a lot of times when he in town,
yes,
you hit me up, yo, Thump, we in town. What's happening?
I love
it.
Man,
come on, man. I'm excited to introduce to some. I ain't even got to introduce you because you know how many it takes?
2.
It takes 2 to make things go right.
That's what's up.
What's up, man?
What's the dilly? What's the dilly?
Man, listen, bro. Honored to have you on the show, man. I appreciate you. Man.
Thanks for having me.
You were just out here in Vegas, bro.
Yeah, you know, we all over the place. You know how we do.
I think you went to Puerto Rico, right? Right after Vegas, man. How was that?
Yeah, it was cool. It was hot, but it was cool. You know, it was nice.
Man, so this is the last day of Black Music Month.
It is.
And I had to get on. You know, we had the legendary Eddie Levert on.
We did.
The legendary Miss Denise Williams.
Mm-hmm.
She pulled up. And I had to go in the hip-hop crates of records and pull out my guy, Rob Bass, in the building. Man, listen, first of all, I got to ask you this. What does, because we are celebrating Black history, I say it's all year long, 24, 365.
Yes.
But what does hip hop mean to you, and what do you feel you contributed to hip hop?
Well, hip hop definitely means everything to me, you know, because you know, hip hop when it started, I was a young kid and I used to watch people like Flash and the Furious 5, Curtis Blow, and all them type of cats, and I was just watching them, and you know, I got into it, and it just changed my life. I don't know where I would have been if it wasn't from hip hop right now, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And we just celebrated 50 years hip hop.
Yep.
50 plus years of hip hop. There was something that's been advertised, and I believe is where hip hop began. If I'm saying that correctly, it's going to be airing. and they're telling the true story of hip hop.
Okay.
So I'm going to say this: born and raised on the West Coast. I'm going to say
You
this.
are?
Yes, I'm going to say this.
Okay.
Hip hop.
Yes.
Originated.
Yes.
In New York.
Yeah.
Originated.
I agree. I agree.
Facts are facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether you throw up the dubs or not, I mean, when you talk about, different coasts and different contributions, that's one thing. But when you talk about places like Harlem or the Bronx,
Brooklyn, baby.
Brooklyn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just fact.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You got to give us a story, man, of a very familiar story or something that make us go like, wow, man. Oh, she said the Bronx. Shout out to Sonny, comment there. Give us a story. You know what I mean? You're coming up. Did you ever believe that you would be this big, bro? Like international, global? Like you can't even walk through the airport. Folks like, that's Rob Bass. Did you ever like this?
Never in my wildest dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when me and DJ Easy Rock started, we was called equipment carriers. We used to carry equipment for this group called the Crash Crew, which they were pretty, big in the rap game at that time. And we used to just carry the equipment and stuff like that. And I always, when I got the chance to get on the mic, I was like, oh, this is cool. But I never thought that it would get to the point it is right now,
Yeah. So a lot of folks say that It Takes Two was the song that brought you out. Is that true?
Well, actually, I had two other singles before that. I had a song called DJ Interview, and then I had another song called Make It Hot. And then It Takes Two was the third single. Well, not single. Yeah, it was a single. Third single that blew up.
So what about Get on the Dance Floor? A lot of folks forget about that one, man. That was a monster hit.
Yeah, that did pretty good overseas. That was an overseas type of song, but it did good in the dance clubs. It did real good.
Yeah, no doubt. So
Joy and Pain.
Joy and come on.
Like there's just certain songs that when you talk about Rob Bass, we have to give some light to. Yeah. So tell us a story behind the creation, because I feel like you guys found a signature sound that no one else had. So that's why, songs like It Takes Two and Joy and Pain broke through, I think, the way they did. We can always look at it hindsight and be like, well, of course. But at the time, like how did those songs come about?
Well, I definitely, at that time, I was trying to do something different from what all the rappers were doing at that time. So I was like, yo, with a little R&B feel to it, it could be something. Let's try this different thing. That's why we had Joy and Pain and It Takes Two, because they, that Lynn Collins and Frankie Beverly, how you gonna lose,
Absolutely.
So yeah, that was our chemistry, and we stuck with it. It worked.
Man. And then if you haven't ever had the chance to see this dude perform, right? Because a lot of folks they know, It Takes Two.
Yeah.
They know Joy and Pain, but the performance. And shouts out to my guy Kyle Rifkin. That man, that dude still, man, he blows my mind. He still works that stage like he's 16, bro.
Definitely.
Where does the energy come from, bro? Because I'll chill with you backstage, and we back there chilling, just talking, and all of a sudden it's like, you're up, Mr. Rob, and he comes up, and it's a whole nother beast when you get on stage, man.
I love it.
Yeah, how do you how do you do that, bro?
I mean, I've been doing it for so long now. It's just like once I hit the stage, something click. I don't know what it is, but it just clicked,
Well, true entertainers, it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you get behind the DJ tables, I mean, DJ is a different entity than Marlon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And
you got it. Game recognized, game.
Game recognized. So why haven't we had anything new from Rob Bass? Like you riding the wave, bro. You like, I don't really have to do nothing new. I can keep rocking these songs I've been rocking for over 20, 30 years now.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, like the new kids is in right now. It's a different era. It's daytime right now. And I was just blessed to have songs that last so long that I really don't really need to do anything. So I'm good,
That ain't broke.
And I want a lot of these rappers right now to hear what he said. because I have a partner of mine. I'm not gonna say his name, put him on blast. My man is 42. He has never had a hit record.
Oh,
You know, bless his heart. You know, what I mean, I love
yeah.
him. You know what I mean? And I want guys is gonna tell him like, bro, you're 42. It's over. You know what I mean? He's like, nah, I got it.
Wait. How old was Petey Pablo when he hit?
Petey Pablo?
Yep.
Mm.
Up there. What I'm saying is don't crush a man's dream. There's a chance.
I don't
Man.
believe that it's ever over long as you keep trying. So, you know.
I agree.
But while you trying, bro, I need you to fill out that application I gave you.
I'm just saying, don't crush a man's dream.
I ain't gonna say things, but I mean, I love what he just said. It's like a lot of artists, especially the ones that have been legendary and they want to come back, and they don't understand like what you did was a big contribution to hip hop. It did what it was supposed to do, and maybe it's you're trying to come back out. You're chancing. You're risking your legend. You know what I mean?
You are, but I think time has a way of looking back at some things too. Like those were tremendous and large, but as we go back, like they were also the soundtrack to high school, college.
Yeah.
Like that's where the music fits in. I remember where I was when I first heard It Takes Two. You know what I mean?
Where are you?
UNLV.
You know, she had to take a pause right
No,
there.
I did. I did. So I wasn't even in college yet. We were doing a UNLV tour. So I was in we're about to tell my age. I was in the 11th grade.
Okay.
Because I graduated in 90. We took a tour at UNLV. It was a running Rebel basketball game. They were playing It Takes Two.
Okay.
Wow.
So
they had a DJ and it was playing, and it was a big deal that they even had a DJ back then on the West Coast here in Vegas.
So I'm gonna tell you where I was.
Where was you?
I was a senior in high school.
Okay, because you older than me.
It was 1987.
Yes.
At the end of the school year.
Yes.
Because It Takes Two came out at the end of 87, right? Not they say 88, but that was close to the end of 87.
And then we used to get stuff late in Vegas. So I'm gonna be honest about that too. We could have been a year later, so that makes sense.
Well, they say 88. I think it was 88 that I can remember, you know. But it could have been at the end. It could have been at the end when, you know, they were starting to send the records out to the DJ. So it could have been 87.
Before it got to us. It took it a while to get to Vegas.
I was at a station called 1580 K Day. AM 80 K Day.
Now you dropping.
The first station would play hip hop because at that time none of the radio stations would play hip hop.
Nope.
If an R&B had a rap verse on it, they would not play the rap verse. They would just play the R&B song.
Yep, they were weird.
Wow.
And Greg Mack, the Mack Attack.
Of course. Come on now.
1580 K Day. I remember the first time I heard that.
Wow.
It was a mix that my boy DJ Battlecat was doing.
Did you say that?
DJ Cat was doing the
You
mix.
are
One
dropping the names.
One of the cats I used to want to carry his crates. I used to look up to this dude.
That's dope.
And he was playing Salt and Pepper.
Okay.
Push It.
Okay.
And then I'm hearing this, hit it. Hey. Oh.
Yep.
Hey. And like everybody was going bananas. I'm getting chill bumps right now. Everybody was going bananas. And then I want to rock right now. I'm like, yo, like that.
And that's
was
when you used
definitely,
to dance till you sweat,
man.
and then you dried.
Man, you
Battle Cat.
Shorty right after It Takes Two. You know what I mean? You pull up on a shorty, you sweaty. You know what I mean? She's sweaty.
I might have been bamboo earrings.
I just have to let you know where I was. Though.
I might have been
went
doing
back, man. Man, Rob, man, do you look back and just like, man, wow, like does this still like just blow your mind, bro, of all the success that you've had over these years?
Yeah, sometimes I do look back and just be like, wow, you know, because I came up with a lot of rappers like in my area that didn't make it. And, you know, sometimes I'll be like, wow, you know, we made it out of so many other rappers and DJs, you know, and because I mean in my area we had Dougie Fresh and we had Rex in Effect, and you know Teddy Riley was from around the area, but
Okay.
it was Kumo D, you know, it was just like certain amount of people that made it, and it was so many people that didn't. So I just feel blessed that we made it. You know.
Is there anything that you regret in your career?
I got a lot of nah. I'm just playing. But
how much time
I ain't
you
talking
got?
about the shorties. I ain't talking about the shorties. I ain't talking about the females. I mean, just in your career, is there anything that you regret that you say, I wish I would have took another route?
I mean, definitely, I wish that I would have been more on top of the business part of it, you know, because we were young, like 18, and we ain't know too much about it, and you know, we just got taken advantage of in the beginning, you know. So I regret that.
The first time you heard yourself on the radio, man, take us to that moment. The first time you heard it.
I just went crazy, man. I jumped up and I told my mother, I said, "Mom, the record's on the radio." She said, "That's nice, but you know you got to get a job. You know that, right?"
Sound like a black right. Garbage out.
That application.
Go ahead and dance while you take that garbage out.
Yeah, that's how she was. You know?
Wow.
He didn't understand, you know.
That's
I guess he
awesome.
was like, "What's this hippity hoppity stuff?" You know.
Man, I salute you, King, for what you brought to hip hop, and it's artists like you that make me feel proud to be a DJ. Because I mean, there's no shade on other music now, but the music back then had substance. It had feeling, it had energy, it had dance, it had party. It was fun, and not saying that this era is not fun. It's fun for them, right? It's fun for them. You know,
it's exhausting for me.
Yeah.
Just a woman of a certain age.
Yeah, but appreciate it, bro. Like, you know, we talked in the back of the concert. We was at DMX's concert. Rest in peace, King. And we were just talking about it. My boy Calvin was like, "Yo, man," and Calvin was a little drunk. He was a little faded back then. He's like, "Yo, man, you owe us another song." And Rob was like, "Get this cat out of here." But yeah, man, thank you so much for what you've done. And a lot of DJs, on behalf of all DJs, I want to thank you because there's something that all DJs have, and it's called a safe song.
Okay.
A safe song.
Okay, I like that.
You know what a safe song is? I'm gonna tell you what a safe song is. A safe song is when you rocking, right? And then you go, "I need to get the crowd up. I got a couple of folks dancing, but I need to get the crowd up."
Okay.
Rob Bass.
It takes two.
I heard that before.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to get folks up?
That's a good one.
Put on Rob.
Yeah.
You know why? I'm gonna rock right now. I'm Rob Bass.
You were gonna look for a reason to rap during this interview.
So you got a correction in your song because he says, "I'm not internationally known," but you are now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You are.
Definitely.
Man, listen, appreciate your time. Listen, on spare the moment, I called my guy, like, "Man, I need you to come on." He's like, "All right."
That's dope. Because he told me, I was like, "Really?" The legend himself. That's dope. Thank you.
Is there anything
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. Thump is my guy, so you know what's up.
Hey, is anything you want folks to know, man? There's some folks right now that's trying to get into the industry, or some folks that's been following you, or there's folks that, you know, holler at them, man. Is it something you want to tell them?
I mean, definitely, if you want to check me out on the road, on tour, right now we doing the Lisa tour. We doing I Love the 90s tour. So we all over the place. So, you know, just keep looking out.
Man, shouts out to Alan Beck.
Yes.
Yeah, Alan Beck. That's my man.
Sir Bruce, man. Shouts out to Alan Beck, man. I gotta put that in there, man. So man, bro, I know your time is real busy, bro. I appreciate you, man. All love to you. When you come back to Vegas, you already know. You holler at your boy, man. Let's get it.
All right, man. Thanks for having me.
Man,
absolutely. Thanks for joining us.
Rob Bass.
The legendary.
Peace.
Peace. Yo, can you believe that? Can you believe that?
I can. He was just there. That was him.
The legendary.
Yes.
ROBBASE.
That's dope.
I want to rock right now. I'm Rob Bass and I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone.
I mean, I get stupid. I mean,
outrageous. Stay away from me if you contagious. Know I'm a winner. Know I'm a loser. See, come on. Was you doing the? Okay.
I was just. I was like, if you're gonna keep singing, we're gonna keep doing it.
I'm gonna keep going. Big shout out to Sonia Comment there. Much respect.
Yes.
Hey, listen. I also want to publicly thank my guy DJ Voodoo Spells.
Voodoo Spells.
Shout out to Voodoo.
Okay.
Voodoo Spells.
Yes.
One of the hottest DJs I know. But he follow us, man. He's been showing us how to make sure we get it out there.
Awesome.
Man,
thank you so much.
Right hashtags and all that, man. I appreciate Voodoo Spells to the
helping out with the social media of the thing.
Yeah, man, just pushing us. So
absolutely.
I want to use this opportunity for you to push us. Yeah, I'm gonna give you that opportunity. I need you to smash the subscribe button. Smash it. Tell someone else. I need 10 new subscribers a day. I know that sounds crazy, but it's
I love
easy.
it.
That's easy. 10 new subscribers. So I'm gonna need your help for that. I need you to reach out to your folks like, yo, you got to check out TNZ's Live 702. They bringing you celebrities. They're bringing you inspirational moments. Man, we coming off the bench with your boy DJ Thump.
Small, amazing businesses happening in the Valley, around Vegas.
And we want to talk about your business.
Yes.
So if you have a business you want to talk about, please feel free to hit us up on our email, and you can give them that. You know that.
Live at TNZLive702.com.
You know how good you are? You
how
just
good
made it appear. Look at that.
Ooh.
Look at that.
I'm good like that.
Look at that. Look at that.
I also want to shout out, we have the 4th of July coming up. We got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
But Jeremy, Mr. Grand Jeremy Hammock is doing his verses.
Yeah.
And we got 2 phenomenal DJs that will be representing. So I want to make sure we give him a shout out. Do we have that versus flyer that we can put up? I thought it was in our stuff. Maybe not.
Yeah, I think it's gone.
Okay. So the versus event is happening on July 5th.
Okay.
At the event center. It just jumped out of my head. But let's put up, do we have Mr. Grand Jeremy's information? Let's do that so that you can go to his website. There we go. Yay! So there are tickets available. We are absolutely going to be there. We're going to sponsor the event because coming soon, we're going to feature our very own. They're already in the works. He put a challenge out there. DJ Thump will be part of the Versus universe. But right now, before that,
both of these 2 phenomenal DJs
amazing
are battling.
Yes.
I'm not gonna. A lot of folks say they're your proteges. No, they're your listen. Both of these DJs already had the gift and the skill.
Absolutely.
I just thank them for allowing me to help polish, and I love them both, man. Kelly J, and she's. I want to reiterate this. She is not a female DJ. She's a DJ that just happens to be a female.
She's a beast. She's amazing. That's my girl.
Shout out to DJ Icebreak.
He is amazing.
So
I've already picked the side though.
Who do you think gonna win?
DJ Kelly J.
Really?
Yes.
She's dope.
She is dope.
Don't sleep on Icebreak.
I'm not sleeping. I just made a choice.
Check this out. It don't even matter who wins.
It really doesn't.
Both gonna win.
And anybody in the crowd's gonna win because we're gonna dance, we're gonna drink, we have a good time.
So I love how he's doing this. It's not like a battle where 2 DJs they scratching and going back and forth. It's not that type of battle.
Right.
Neither one of the DJs they don't know which song or which artist they're going to be. I'm pull an artist out of the hat. Round 1 is going to be Michael versus Prince. Yeah.
You got 112 versus Jagged Edge. They're going to be doing it. So they got to kind of come off the cuff. They got to know what's coming. We're going to get some creativity. So if you want to go and be a part of this, because we're going to be there, it's going to be amazing. You're going to go to MrGrandJeremy.com.
There it is right there. Wow. So without any further ado, man, I guess that's it. We can roll on. We didn't have the legend on right now. And, I'm just saying it's.
What legend on? And I just want to talk about, we were late. I'm just going to own it.
You see, I was trying to.
We had some technical difficulties. I want to be truthful. I want to be transparent. And I want to let our viewers know that we need to be consistent. Something happened out of our control. Someone from our production team was in a fender bender. She's fine.
Yeah.
She got here. So things will happen.
Can we thank her?
We definitely want to thank Miss Morgan.
Miss Morgan.
Who had a fender bender, took care of business, and still showed up to make sure that we could be here for you. so that we can stay consistent. So just know that we love what we do. We love the family that is helping us do that. But we're also going to own it. We relate, but stuff happens. But thank you for tuning in, the people who tuned in. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for subscribing, because we cannot be TNZ Live 702 without you.
Also, be sure to check me out on Sunday nights, 8 to midnight. That's Pacific Standard Time. KUNV.org, 91.5. I do something, watch how the voice change. I do something called Moonlight Melodies with DJ
Ooh, Mufasa.
Moonlight Melodies with DJ Thumb, 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 Thumb. Like the echo.
I fell asleep. It's because your voice was so soothing. No, actually, yesterday you helped me pack. I've been packing. I'm moving.
Right.
But I had it on. I was getting my pack on. It was nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And I got some other things in the works.
Okay.
You can follow me. I have my own website page as well as djthump.com. But, everything at TNZ, you get everything. My website is connected to TNZ. So I do want to hear from you. We want to hear from you.
Yes.
So we're looking for some folks that are interested in sponsoring. We want to put your logo right behind us. We want to put you, in the mix with us. Grow with us, man. Plant a seed. Do what you do. You ain't gonna beg. Okay, I'm begging. Come on,
a little
man.
bit,
Listen.
please, baby, please. And again, want to thank our guests for today. One half of the Washington super duo, and they're amazing. And I want some barbecue now. House of Smoke Barbecue LV. So make sure you check them out. And then, of course, the legendary Rod Bass. That was amazing. That was dope.
To make things go right. It takes two to make it out of sight.
That's how you know I'm old. I'm just doing the shoulder dance. I don't know what this is.
No, you know when you're old?
What?
When you got to take a nap before you go to bed. Think about that.
Okay.
Listen, we got to get out of here. I appreciate you hanging out with us once again. Sonia, thank you so much. She's always hanging out with us. She said thank you. She loves us both.
Oh, we love you back.
Did we say that time?
We did. Ow, Jinx.
Yeah. In the meantime, listen, man, please be good to yourselves. And I'm going to say I'm D1. I'm done.
My last name is Dunn.
I thought maybe she wasn't going to say it. I thought I was going to get away with it.
That's my last name. I'm Zinja Dunn.
Zinja, tuning out. 702, keeping it real, let us show you how. Motivation, conversation, black inspiration, thumping Zinja, keeping it true. It's Vegas first TNZ, all just for you. Stay true, there's always something new. Zinja and Thump, watch how we move. Vegas finest, we hold the throne. Thumping Zinja, we set the tone. Welcome to the show, we in our zone. Welcome to the show, we in our zone.